Good morning, my dudes. Welcome to another video. Today, I'm going to show you how to make my famous cream of rice. I'm going to flip it up here. You probably see if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see my stories. I eat cream of rice almost every single day. And people ask me how do you make it? How do you make it taste good? So, there's plenty of ways to go about it. Just like oatmeal, think about it. You can kind of flavor it, fool around with it, however you want. But I'm going to show you the best way to make it, because there are a few tricks and things you need to know to nail it every time, and what I like to do best. So that's it. So first and most important thing, you need cream of rice. This is the common one that they have in stores. And as you can hear, this one's empty. I literally go to the store I'm dropping stuff, every other day because I run out of this stuff. I just need a bigger box or something. I have no bowl on the dishwasher. The dishwasher's clean though. So you grab your bowl. I'm doing 50 grams of cream of rice. So I'm gonna do, there was only 5 grams in there. As far as the amount and stuff, you can adjust to the amount of macros, amount you need. I'm currently doing 50 grams. You could do 30 grams, you could do 90 grams, who knows? If you're a big dude, you might need more. If you're a tiny person, you need less. So adjust it to however much you want. I'm doing 50. Then I do pink Himalayan pink salt. But guys, salt goes a long way, unless you have a health problem and your doctor tells you to avoid it. Don't be afraid of salt, and it can enhance flavors so well. So pink Himalayan salt. We go. Then I add some stevia to sweeten it. Cinnamon to your liking. I put a ton of it, but as much as you want. So this is kind of what we're looking at here. And again, if there's any other flavor powders that you want to add in, feel free to go ahead now. If you're going to add protein to it, I highly recommend, if it's vegan, you can add it before or after, whenever preference. If it's a whey protein, add it after you do the bigger portion of the cooking, just because whey tends to, especially if it's isolate, tends to cake up a little bit, and curdle. So it might alter the texture and make it quite dry. So then you add water to this. So I eyeball it because I've done it so many times. I literally put it in to think that, here, you'll see. So this is the bowl, pretty much so that it kind of covers all of it. So that's kind of an amount. Think that maybe you go an inch and a half or 2 above where the height was in the, when it was just the cream of rice. Probably, I would say, go less water, because you can always add a little bit more to find your texture, depending also if you like it more creamy or you like it extra thick with triple C's. I get happy on random things. This is gonna go in the microwave. And here's what you're gonna do now. This is where the magic trick happens. Okay, so I set it, depending on your microwave, I would do 90 seconds or 2 minutes. So I would do 2 minutes, let it do its thing. When time's up, take it out. It will have it'll have gone stuck a little bit to the bottom. Always some cream of rice get stuck to the bottom. So you're gonna wanna take your fork, take it out, be careful because then the bowl's gonna be hot, and mix it, stir it. That itself, you'll see that'll help it absorb the water more. Then you put it back in the microwave for 30 seconds and then take it out, give it a stir, check if it's the consistency you want. If you wanted it to be a little more thicker, stick it back in for 30 seconds until it reaches the consistency you want. Be mindful too that as it cools, it will thicken up a little bit. But it's super, super important. Don't do more than 30-second intervals after your initial 2 minutes, because it's most likely gonna just explode. Telling you from experience. And the stirring in between, again, helps that not any of it get stuck on the bottom or dry. That's just important. Keep an eye on it, okay? So as you see, when I take it out, oh, it's hot. It still looks super watery, you see? So what you do, sorry, this is the vlogging view of this. I hope this comes out right. This is not the most skillful. So as you see, there was water on the top, but it's all stuck on the bottom. You want to stir it slowly, be patient with it in the beginning, because as I said, it's going to be water on the top and everything's going to be stuck on the bottom. If you wanted to have it hot with your protein powder, you can also add your protein powder at this point because, again, with the extra water, it'll help mix in the protein powder. So if you are gonna add it like this, I would, but I will also tell you how I like doing it more than just mixing it in. But if you want to mix it in, definitely this is the time you would do it before you stick it back in the oven for those 30-second intervals. Just from stirring it, it already kind of got thicker, right? And it's starting to look a little bit more like it's not just a water film on top. Okay, so at this point, I stick it back in the microwave for 30 more seconds. So 30 seconds is up. That was just one. So it actually kind of like came together. It thickened up a lot more, right? It became more oatmeal-y, creamy rice. What I like to do, and I always recommend, so this is gonna still cook as it sits. I'm gonna stick it in the freezer for 5 minutes so it kind of chills. And it kind of makes it, it kind of gives it like this thick, like film on top. And it just, again, this continues to cook. It gets a little bit thicker. It absorbs the water. And I'm telling you, chilled is the way to go. Also, pro tip, if you're ever packing it for on-the-go meals, because I'm telling you guys, cream of rice chilled is the best, and it's the thing that you see on my stories. So what you do is either overnight, or if you're like short on time, literally stick this like in the freezer for like 20 minutes. Ideally, say you did it overnight and you stuck it in the fridge. So once you put this in you put this in a container, and then you take a scoop of protein powder. My favorite is cookies and cream by far. You mix it just with a little bit of water just so it can become like a paste, and you pour it over like a layer on top of the cream of rice. And you also then drizzle like a scoop of peanut butter or almond butter or whatever you like, something like that. And you let it in the fridge and you let that chill. And overnight, I'm telling you, it like infuses the cream of rice with the flavor, first of all, the thing. And chilled, for some reason, just tastes so good. Add some blueberries there in the morning, top it off, and take it with you to go. And that's literally what I do. That is my go-to cream of rice. I'm telling you, chilled is the best way to do it. But let me know. Let me know if you guys give this a try. Again, cream of rice, guys. It's life. It's easy to digest. It's great pre-workout. It's great post-workout. Just makes life really happy. Doesn't cause bloat. It's gluten-free. It's like I'm selling you cream of rice. Nabisco, I need more. Sponsor me. Let me know if you try it. Get on the cream of rice gang with me. All right. Love you and keep lifting.